Hi friends, I'm Olivia, the Southern Yankee Stitcher. Welcome to my Flosstube. This is number 57, and today I'm just going to talk to you about, give you stitching updates and talk to you a little bit about the non-stop stitching retreat that I attended 2 weekends ago. Today's Monday, November 25th. It's the Monday before Thanksgiving. I have a ton to do to get ready for Thanksgiving. I've hosted every year for the last, I don't know, 20 years maybe, close to 20 years anyway. And no, it's probably more like 15 years. Anyway, I don't know how many years. I've been doing it a long time. My kids were little when I started hosting, and I love it. It is my favorite day of the year. My my siblings are spread out in different states, and you know, probably they won't all be here this year, but a good number will be, and those that I don't see very often or talk to very often because we just busy with life. But we all get together on Thanksgiving, and it's always been my favorite holiday, even when I was a kid. Probably maybe tied with Christmas when I was a kid, but I just love that we always had a big dinner, big sit down dinner. It's when we use the good china and stemware, and you felt kind of fancy on those big dinners. And my mom had a big dining room, and she had a big long table, and we did have a kids table too, but we were all in the same room, and it was I love our big holidays. So I'm trying to continue the tradition here. I don't have a big house, but we turn my dining room into we turn my living room into a dining room, and I get tables and chairs from my church, and we put them all together, and we try to all sit at one big long table if we can. But so I'll be getting ready for that. I'll have house guests coming on Wednesday, and some of them will just stay maybe one night, and then that's my cousin, and he's never stayed with me before, so I'm excited and happy that he wanted to stay with me. He'll be staying 1 or 2 nights, I'm not sure. And then my sister will be here with her children who are in their 20s, or adult children, for through the weekend. They'll go back like Sunday. So I've been doing some house cleaning and make sure all the linens are clean and all that, laundry and grocery shopping and all the stuff I don't really like to do. That's what I've been doing. But I wanted to get this video in and get you all up to date to where I am now, so that when, after the holiday, and things kind of calm down for me a little bit, because I have a lot of my Christmas shopping done. I'm so excited about that. But anyway, I can get into some stitching, and like the big holiday will be behind me and that kind of thing. This reflection of this light on my glasses is making me a little crazy. Let me try and move this a little bit. I have on my Christmas list a new camera. I don't have a camera. I'm using my computer. And then I would use my phone, and that was even worse. So anyway, bear with me for a couple more videos till I get some really good camera. If I don't get the camera for Christmas, we draw names. My children and I, we draw names. And so then we each have one person that we buy a gift for, and then one person, it could be a different person, that we do a stocking for. So we fill each other's stockings and give each other a present. And, almost everybody makes an Amazon list because, who doesn't? I've sent them some links to some other things, maybe on Etsy, that you can't get on Amazon. But one of them is a camera, and if I don't get that, I'm buying it for myself. So this week I do have one finish. Well, I had two finishes, but I'll talk to you about that, the second one, in a minute. One finish was another ornament. It was from this magazine, Cross Stitch Gold, and it was a Emma Congdon pattern. I showed y'all these These are actually greeting cards shaped like snow globes. And I've completed that one. Well, let's see, that one and that one. So let me show you those. And I got, let me show you this. Oh, if I can reach it. I'm going to show you this first from Chantel's 141. You know, she has different wooden ornaments. Well, it just so happens that she also has the snow globes. And it's the perfect size for these ornaments. So I'm going to, actually, I do it this way so you see the stripe. I'm going to paint these and get these ready, and the stitching will go on the snow globes. I was real excited to find that. I'm sorry I'm making a lot of noise, but I have to put this away. I've been working on straightening this room all weekend. I don't have an extra bedroom for my cousin. He said he was just going to bring a sleeping bag and he would sleep on the floor or on the couch or wherever. But if he's in the living room, the cats will make him crazy all night long. They will mess with him and keep him awake. So he's going to sleep in here on the mattress on the floor. And I had to get it clean, but I wanted to organize things too. So I have things organized and almost done. There are a few things sitting out that I need to put away, but I'm pretty pleased with the way it looks, and I'm anxious to start doing some finishing. Last time I told you I was going to head right to the sewing machine and finish. I didn't. But I definitely will have, I'm off work between Christmas and New Year's, and if I don't do any finishing before, I have to do some for Christmas. I will definitely do finishing then for some other things. So here are my two finishes. Again, these are not, I don't know, this to me is kind of like, if you do that modern Christmas or even the mid-century Christmas decorating, these colors will go really good. And I just think they're just happy. And they have little kids, and I think my daughter-in-law will like these. I hope she will. So I finished the second one, and I have two more to go. And they can take a little while. It's deceiving because there's so many color changes. You're constantly changing out your color. And I'm not one of those people that preloads needles. That would probably be a smart thing for me to do, but I don't do that. Okay. So my other finish was for a small exchange. And I was down to the wire, y'all. Down to the wire trying to get it done. And it's crazy how I decided what to stitch, because I was in Walmart and they had some cute stork scissors, and the handles were kind of blue and green paisley. And when I saw that, I wanted to, I don't think I showed you that. I hadn't started on it now. I wanted to do something that would match that, because I was going to give the scissors as a gift too, because I'm not close enough to an L&S where I could go and buy something, and I wasn't going to order anything online because I waited till the last minute. So it took me, let's see, 4 days. Of course, they're not all day long, to get this stitched. I thought it was super cute. In fact, I still have it kitted up in this cute bag. I'll see y'all that. Actually, it's a portfolio. The colors kind of went with it, and I liked it. I like folk art, and the colors of these birds match the scissors. I just did the heart and the birds. I didn't do the whatever those branches are in their mouth. Like, would be an olive branch. I don't know. I didn't do the branches. I just did the birds and the heart and finished it into a small pillow. And I liked it so much that I kept everything in this portfolio. All the threads, I just pulled them and used them, and used the bed here. This was made by my friend Jennifer, and I want to stitch this for myself. This is from an old cross country stitching magazine from February 2004, and it's got some cute little things in here. Some of the little houses and little quilts, and I didn't think it looked too dated. I mean, it was definitely folk art like, and I hope that the recipient liked it. I don't know. I was originally going to do like a Quaker with those colors, and then I saw that and I thought, oh, I really like that. And it's different. I didn't want to stitch something that maybe they already had, and maybe they've already stitched. So anyway, I hope that the recipient was pleased with that, because I really liked it a lot. So let me get into my whips. One whip that I've really been working hard on is the penguin stocking. Oops, sorry. And this is a kit. I'm using all the kit floss, but I replaced the fabric. It came with blue Aida, and I replaced it with white 14 count Aida. This, what looks like the fur trim on all their hats and the pom-poms on their hats, I wanted to change that out. I wanted to use whisper thread, but I was worried that it wouldn't show up, because instead of being on this light blue cloth, it's on white, and it's going to be white on white. And so I asked some friends, and they were like, well, probably if you just backstitch it would be okay. And I looked for whisper thread. I think I found it pink, but I wanted purple. There's a lot of purple in this stocking, and this is for my granddaughter, Renee. And so I thought I would pull out the purple, and when I finish the stockings, this is my, how many have I done? 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is my 10th stocking I've done. And I back them all with velvet. And so I've tried to do them all in different color velvets, but I'm running out of colors. I mean, so I'm doubling up now. And I'm going to do this one with purple, so it would make it a little more girly. And so what I decided to do, and let me get something to back this up. Oh, goodness. This is what happens when you try and do a video real quick and you're not all that prepared. Oh my God, I'm still wearing my school ID. Can y'all tell that I came in right from work to do this? I fed the dogs and I came to do this video. I have almost all the stitching done. There are a few snowflakes I have to do. And then I have to do like the stripes at the top that go around the name. And I'm going to do the stripes in the colors that are called for, which are blue, green, and red. This shows the name in red, but I'm probably going to do the name in purple. What I did, and I did a little test swatch over here in the corner. Can you see that? I took the medium color purple and I just did like a tent stitch on the top section. Just one leg of a cross stitch. Then I went back over it with whisper floss and did a full cross. This one here, the bottom smaller little test area, I did one strand of the purple, the medium purple, same color as the top one, and the whisper thread, and just did full crosses with those blended. I like the top one better. And so you can see here, I hope you can see here, this one, this part, all this little pom-pom here, and then this is done, fully done with one leg of the medium purple, and then full cross of the whisper thread. So it's fuzzy, but a little bit purple. Here I've just done the one leg of the purple. I have to go back over it with a whisper floss on the top of that one. So I think it turned out pretty cute. And like I said, I have to do a few more snowflakes, but they go fast. And so then here you do a special stitch, and I don't know the name of it, but it makes it so there's going to be tassels on the end of these two. So I think that makes it a little more girly, maybe. And I'm pleased with it. So get the rest of the snowflakes in there, and I should get this wrapped up in a week or two, you know, even if I don't stitch on some other things too, because I don't want to be Christmas Eve trying to fully finish the stocking, because I've been in that boat before. I'm not going to do it again. Thanksgiving, we're also going to have a gender reveal for my son and his wife. They're expecting, and so I'm excited about that. We were going to do it a couple weeks ago, and then his boys couldn't be there, and it was just a kind of change of plans, last minute change of plans. So we decided to wait till Thanksgiving. Everyone will be here, and it'll be a little something fun. So as soon as I find out the gender, I need to be picking out another stocking and starting it, but not till after the first of the year. I can't. I got to get this other stuff done. Let's see what I have here. Also working on, I don't think I finished it, but Little House Needleworks. It's a Farmhouse Christmas series, and this is Dairy Darlin'. And I am doing ornaments with these. And that's how far I am on that one. I could probably finish that in one evening. I just haven't picked it up. And I've done the other 3, so there'll be a total of 4 that I'll have made for sure to give to my oldest daughter for Christmas. So, and then maybe I'll just do another from the series. Stuff popping up. Each year after that. After this, I'm not going to try and do a whole series and give them as gifts. I'm going to give one at a time. I give myself too much. Too much pressure. And this is my other whip. And here, this is Teresa Kogut, Lincoln's Eagle. Well, I made a boo-boo. And I made a big boo-boo. But I'm not pulling it out. I'm just moving forward with it. I am stitching this on 36 count weak straw with the call for flosses that are right here. My mistake is, let me show you what I've done so far. This is what I've done so far. And I told you last time how I had the wrong color up here. So I just moved it on down because I'm probably going to frame this. Well, I put the wrong color inside the wings. It was supposed to be this color here, but I used this color here, which I thought looked a little more. Is that right, or did I do it the other way around? Hold on. Yeah, I mean, the picture and the pattern looks like I did it right. but I don't think I did. I don't know. I realized this mistake when I was at the retreat, the nonstop stitching retreat. And I said, I'm just going to roll with it. But I thought the shield needed to be a brighter white than the wings. But if you look here, it's not. So, I don't know. I was going to pick out a different white. Oh goodness. Okay. I was going to pick out a different white, but to use on the shield. But now that I'm looking at this, that shield, the stripes on there are darker than the bird. So it's like I did the correct way. I don't know. The reason I probably got mixed up is because I wanted to use this pretty thread holder, and I didn't write on the back or anything what the colors were because I was like, there's not that many colors. And I put them on here in the order they were listed on the chart, but I still couldn't follow directions apparently. So, but I'm going to just go with it like it is, and I'll just kind of see when I get to that point if I want to make the shield lighter or darker. But anyway, that's where I am. Alrighty. I think that's all as far as whips go. I'm looking at my book of days, and yeah. So I have, let's see here. My book of days here. I need to order a new one. I haven't ordered one yet. Scenic Farm and United We Stand are my November picks. And then in December, I have a 1864 EF sampler. So the sampler and Scenic Farm are starts. There's some other things I did ahead of time. So what was left for December, I had already done. It was the farmhouse ornaments. So I will be starting that sampler and Scenic Farm. And I'll work on United We Stand as for Blackbird Designs. I will do all that, but it will be, in December. I'll get it done before the end of the year. Again, I really like doing Whip Go. It's pushed me to do things that I probably wouldn't have otherwise done. I just would think about doing them. So I'm really very pleased that I got that done. I'm going through, I try to get all organized, so I have a little basket of stuff to go for each new Flosstube, so I know what I need to show you. And one of them was this giveaway, and that's a giveaway winner. Well, y'all, I did not pick a winner. I did not use a random comment generator. So I'm going to give this another couple of weeks probably till I do another video. If you use the word fling, F-L-I-N-G, you can comment on the last video. Even if you didn't watch the last video, comment on the last video and use the word fling, and you will be entering to win this chart Autumn, and it comes with 3 little charts, which are September, October, and November. So if you'll go on my last video Flosstube 56, go to 56 to put in the word fling so that I can sort everybody's with a random comment generator, because I've only used it one time. I'm not real sure how to extend it to more than one video. I don't think I can. So please comment on the last video. Use the word flame. Now I want to talk to you a little bit about the nonstop stitching retreat. It was here in South Carolina, up near Spartanburg, and I want to say Duncan. I can't swear to that. But there is a Facebook page, Nonstop Stitching, and there is her website. She's got an online store, Nonstop Stitching, and she's done this retreat, and she's got another retreat coming up in April, I believe. Go to her website or Facebook page and you can see it. Registration is open. I don't know if it's full. She had it in the facility. It was like a historical building. I want to say maybe it used to be a stable or something. So, but it's finished inside. It was nice, and the light was really good. And it was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I went Friday night, all day Saturday, and I wasn't able to get back on Sunday. But had a good time stitching, and they did a small exchange. That's where I took the two really beautiful birds with the heart. And she had, let's see, she had raffle tickets for charity, some other little giveaways. And then she had trunk shows there, and things from her online shop set up so you could buy some things. And I did buy some things. I'm going to show you those in a minute. But I've got this small exchange that I received sitting right here in front of me, and I want to show it to you. Let me tell you, I felt like I got the grand prize. And I love that song from The Sound of Music where they talk about brown paper packages tied up with string. I love brown paper packages tied up with string. If I can see Christmas paper that's like brown paper with a little print on them, I get it because I love it. Well, there was a little box that was maybe 3 by 5, and it was in like brown wrapping paper, but it was a check, like maybe a burnt orange or burgundy, maybe. Can't remember exactly, check, and then tied with like a piece of raffia. And I was like, that's the one I want. When I got up there, I hadn't seen it before. And I didn't really, I wasn't like, oh, I want something. I didn't have an idea in mind of what I wanted, but when I saw that package, I was like, that's somebody with similar taste to me, and I think I'll like it. So I got it, y'all. This thing is exquisite. Look at the tiny work. I'm moving too much. It is beautiful. The light's not great, but it's on a necklace. And let me tell you, I would wear this. A couple of my friends that were with me, they're like, that is perfect for you. I have some that look similar to this. One is needlepoint, and is actually put out by Avon, so it's probably machine. Well, no, it's machine made needlepoint. And then I have another one that looks very similar to this, but it's just painted. And I wear them. I don't wear them to work because I have to wear that ID you just saw me wearing, and it would mess this up. But I do wear them to church, and special occasion. And so I got this. I was like, I can't believe it. I scored big time. I scored with that. And I had the lady's name written down that made that, and I can't find it. So if I come across it, I will let you know in the next video, because she needs some credit for that, because that is, beautiful, beautiful work. There's no way I can make that. Yeah, nice. So thank you for all the effort you put into it. I just can't say enough. Can't say enough. One of my table mates, I scored big time too with my table mates, let me tell you. One of them was Diane, and She lives up in the Spartanburg area, and she's also a quilt. She's a stitcher and a quilter, and she made this needle book. Look, it has pockets on each side, plus it's like thick batting or felt, and it closes with a Velcro closure. And she made these for like everybody at our table and a few people. Now I think she's going to this Stitch and Thrift retreat that's coming up. Is it January? Huh. Yes. It's coming up the weekend of the 18th, January 17th, 18th. And I think she might have a table where she's selling these. So if you are in South Carolina, or you're just going to the Stitch and Thrift retreat in Lexington, South Carolina, very nice. Very, very nice. There was another lady there. She didn't sit at my table, but she came around, and well, no, she did sit at my table. This is from not who I thought it was. Okay, this is from Carson, and she's another South Carolina stitcher, and she was there, and she looks familiar. I think I've maybe seen her at some retreats before at Panda's Crossing, but I hadn't really been introduced to her. And she gave us some floss tags, like shaped like pumpkins, and they're like thick. They're encoded. They're really nice. And then a hoop and some floss with a nice little note inside. Very sweet of you, Carson. She was very nice. I enjoyed having her at our table. I love meeting new people like that. Then Dottie, Stitching Scotty, gave out some floss cards and she made some of these. I don't know if you want to put them on your zipper or your scissors, but it says on this little teeny mug, it says, "This mom runs on coffee and Jesus." I thought that was cute. She made different ones. You could pick out whichever one you wanted. She's good at making things with beads. I'm not so much. Then, if you want a better recap of the retreat, Dottie always does wonderful recaps. Mine are kind of meh. But we got one of these kits where you make a pen. This was from Nonstop Stitching. She gave, these were our, I guess our make and takes, she call it. Then we got, well, this is her logo, Nonstop Stitching. So if you are looking for the Facebook page or the website, that might help you identify it if there's more than one. We got these little thingy-mabobs for, getting the fuzz off your fabric. And this says it's a needle graveyard, I guess, where you can put your needles when you're done with them. And we got a needle threader and a 2025 charm. And also it's not going to come out, but it's a ring to put your floss cards on. We got a piece of fabric, and that's for one of these patterns. And this is, I can't show the whole thing. These are on like glossy 5x7 cards, I guess. You Melt My Heart. It's a cute little one. Unicorn Cupcake. This is an exclusive that Stitch and Kitten did for her retreat, the Nonstop Stitching Retreat. And she calls it A Mother's Love. It's cute. This one's all choked up. Artichoke. And then this is Tiny Modernist puts out some freebies. And this is from Tiny Modernist. Live Life in Full. And then there's one on the back from Sweet Wing Studio. Grateful, Thankful, Blessed. So they're neat to have those cards. It's kind of cool. I mentioned she did have some trunk shows there, and Sweet Wing Studios was one of them. And she had some charts I hadn't seen before, and maybe you all have. But there's a spring doxology and an autumn doxology. And I don't know if you all sing the doxology at your church. When I was a kid, we did not sing it at church. But when I went to church camp, we sang it before every meal at church camp after we had said grace. My church now, we sing it after they collect offering. And the first one is, this is a spring one. It says, praise God from whom all blessings flow. They're cute. And then the autumn one. I don't think there was a summer one. It says, praise him, all creatures here below. And I thought these would be cute in my granddaughter's bedroom, maybe. If I can maybe make this one, the fall one, the autumn one, a little bit more girly colors, kind of like this one. And it doesn't have to be fall necessarily to have those animals. And so they could have them in their room. They, we'll be sharing a room when the youngest one gets a little bit bigger. So I think that would be cute. All right. Then there was a freebie table, and y'all know I can't not look at a freebie table because you never know what's going to be on there. And let me tell you, some people brought. There's a lot of lavender and lace. I think there's a lot of the pretty ladies from Lavender and Lace. A lot of charts in there. Like if that's what you were stitching, they were really nice. But I saw Prairie Schooler, Designer Series, The Four Seasons, and I thought they were cute. I liked them, and I like changing out for the seasons. And I used to like almost take everything down and put up all new like 4 times a year for the different seasons. And I just don't feel like doing that anymore. So I'm leaning towards doing things where I have something for each season. I can still change it out, but it's the same size, and I don't have to because I would take everything down like off my bookshelves and off the shelves hanging on my wall and then try and redo it so it looks totally different. And that's really hard for me. Some people can do it, they can just throw things up there and they look terrific. I'm not so good at doing that. It might look good when I'm done, but it takes me a long time to do it. So if I have things like this that are a season and I just have to change out what's on there, like if it's on a metal box or something with magnets, I'll just change out each season. And so I kind of want to, even if they're not in a series, I want to have several things of the same size that I can just swap out with each season. That's kind of my goal. There's another Prairie Schooler here, and this is a wedding and birth samplers. I've seen this before and was kind of like, but I looked at it, and the more I looked at that, especially this one, I don't love the cherub up there. I don't, I'm not crazy about those, but the rest of it I really liked. And the border, like I could put anything in the middle there, either one of them. So I got that off the, and maybe this is Wedding and Birth Samplers 3. Maybe I haven't seen this one. I know I've seen some birth samplers by Harry Schooler and was not like, I didn't love them, but I like that one a lot. Another one of my table mates was Crystal Rowe, and Crystal and I drove there together and back, and she is just the sweetest. And um, I probably would have fallen asleep on the way home on Saturday. I was so tired, if it hadn't been for her keeping me awake, talking to me and keep me awake. So, but she made me a bag. She has sold bags on Etsy before, and she's a really good seamstress. She quilts and stuff, and she said she made this one as a prototype, and she didn't. There's something she didn't like about it, but I was like, what? What is there not to like about this? I mean, I don't. Maybe she knew, but when most of my Halloween decorations involve black cats, and they're kind of like, I call these kitschy kind of cats. Like they're not really scary. They're kind of retro a little bit. So this was so pretty. And I don't have any Halloween bags. So thank you, Crystal. I love it. This chair is squeaky. I think I'm gonna trash this chair. You can see where the cats have like kind of got in here. I think maybe they did that when it was in my daughter's room. It's a hand-me-down desk chair from her, and it's squeaky. Not that comfortable. And I have another one over there. I don't need two chairs in this room. Anyway, you didn't need to hear all that. There are a couple more things off the freebie table, and this first one says First Christmas, and it's a Mill Hill kit, and everything's in there. It hadn't been stitched before. I'm not sure I'll do the First Christmas part, but I like the other one. Then this is by Janlin. It's a Janlin kit, and it's cute. It's also on perforated paper. It's a little gingerbread girl. And then this one, this has a lot of tags on it. A lot of people did not want this. It was marked down and marked down and marked down. It's at somebody's yard sale, I guess, for 10 cents and didn't sell. But I'm glad they brought it to their retreat because this is also perforated paper, and I think he's so cute. And I'm trying to give my grandkids ornaments every year, so these would be great to do for them. I think that's about it. That's about all I have here to share with you today. As far as my plans, I talked to you about my Whipco board, and I'm going to work on that. I know a lot of you are going to be doing the Jingle Ball. I'm not. Sitting in the chat room it's just not my thing. Now, last time I did get a ticket, and I got a couple of classes. One of them I never even watched, and the other I watched, and I enjoyed it. And I watched a lot of things that had been recorded where you got to meet the designers, and I did enjoy that. I really did. But for that day I don't know. I don't know. It's just not for me for some reason. I guess I could pay $10, but I've already probably heard those designers speak on the one I did, I guess, last year. But anyway, so I'm not going to be doing that, but I know a lot of you are going to have fun on there. A lot of you love to get on the chat rooms and do all that. And I'm glad that, you enjoy that, even though it's really just not for me. I don't know. Probably part of it is because of technology. And I have this computer, and it's not that old. It's a couple years old, but it was refurbished, and it's a Mac. So, but it's a refurbished Mac, and it's just slow. With the internet, it's slow. Like I've tried to do Zoom calls from this before. It's too slow, and my internet's fast. in my house. I don't, and I don't think it's a connection problem. I think it's just because it's a refurbished computer. It's just slow, and so that kind of like that aggravated me. um, and I could do it on my phone, but I don't want to do it on my phone. I just don't want to do that for a whole weekend. Feel like I need to watch it. I'm going to miss things, and um, I don't know. I've probably talked too much about that. I think it's a great thing they do. I really do. And I could pay the $10 just to be able to buy some of the things, but I'm trying not to buy a lot. I have a lot of things that I want to stitch this next year, and it probably won't be my next video, but probably the video over after that. I will talk about my plans for 2025 because I do want to do WIPCO again. I want to concentrate on getting some of these big pieces done and not bog myself down with so many, I was trying to do like 5 and 6 ornaments for 4 people. That's a lot. And I just put too much, on me that has a deadline. So I've got to do some smalls I'd like to do that kind of over my Christmas break too. Get a few smalls done for upcoming retreats so I'm not last minute trying to get them done. And I want to work on seeing what I have in my whips basket or baskets. I have a couple, and seeing what I want to start. I had some charts, y'all, that I was putting away, and I could not fit them in my binders. And they're not all full, but Christmas primitives and samplers are overflowing. I need bigger binders for those. They each have their own binder. Then I've moved certain designers out. I have so many charts. It's to the point it's kind of ridiculous that I keep buying things when I have so much to stitch. So next year, I'm going to still kind of try to not buy too much. I'm not going to say I'm not going to buy anything because that's not realistic, but I do want to concentrate on what I have because I just don't feel like it's responsible to just keep buying and buying and buying. I probably have more now than I can stitch in my lifetime. And I'm 56. And most people in my family live into their 90s. So that's a lot. All right, well, I'm going to get off of here. I've been rambling here about my plans. Too much rambling. I don't know if I have anything else to share with you. I don't think so. But if I do, I'll share with you next time. I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And I hope even if you are spending Thanksgiving by yourself, that you still find something to be thankful for, because the Lord always gives us something to be thankful for. Even when so many bad things have happened, and we should just always be thankful. And I hope that you can find that spot in your heart where you are thankful for things, and just really think about what you have. And anyway, I hope you all enjoy it, and I will see you next time. Happy stitching. Bye.